What's been coming up to share today is about how the more energy we have, the easier it is to see through the illusions, the manipulations, and all of this kind of stuff. Basically, to see through the fear, because that's what it all is in a nutshell. And so, how do we embody more of this energy? Well, this energy is us, and this energy is love. And so, the more of the love that we embody, the more everything gets easier for us. Manifestation gets easier, it's easier to hear our guidance, it's easier to see past manipulation, and all of this. Everything just gets easier and easier and easier the more energy we have. And when we think about it vibrationally, the higher in vibration something is, the more energy it has. And so when we think about us and on our path, we are all light beings, and we are all very high vibration. But we've layered on all these beliefs and programs that dampen our vibration and make our vibration much lower. And all of this stuff is fears, illusions, distortion that is untrue. It's not truly us. But we took it on for this experience of Earth, and really for the glorious return to who we truly are. And so every time we let go of one of these beliefs, one of these programs, we shift a thought, we process an emotion, we integrate something that was traumatic for us, we rise in vibration. And every time we rise in vibration, we have a bit more energy. And this is ascension. This is healing. This is what it is to embody more and more of our true self. We are not becoming our true self. It is about being our true self, because we already are our true self. We've just layered on a bunch of stuff that isn't even us. And so it's letting that go. And something that has helped me so much on my journey with my energy is learning about the energy centers. So the chakras in your body. And when I started with the main 7. And it was interesting because I had heard about chakras previously, but I didn't think they were real because I had never felt them. And I thought they were just some sort of religious thing. And so I just kind of put that aside. But after my awakening, I remember feeling this like very strong sensation on the top of my head, like very strong, undeniable. And after I had that, I looked it up. It's like, what's happening? And I realized it was my crown chakra opening for the first time in this life, or the first time I can remember. It was probably open when I was a child, but the first time I can remember. And I could feel the energy like so strongly. And so my crown was the first one I felt. And after feeling it, then I knew this was real. And so we really do have to experience these things so that they are real for us. It's difficult to start sharing about chakras to someone who's never felt them because they have no reference point of like what that feels like, etc. And so what was interesting was I had this idea that there were beings that were helping me and at this time and helping open my crown. But today I tuned into the Akashic Records, And what I found out, that it was actually my higher self that said, now is the time. And that is what was the catalyst. So that is always nice to know. And so, but there are countless beings helping us at all times and available for help. But I realized today that it is our higher self that gives the yay or nay. If the being is ready, then it happens. And I guess it was just the right time for me. And that started. From there, I learned about the 7 physical chakras. So the root, the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown. And I worked on those for years before I started getting into other ones. And there are so many. Like these days, I counted when I do my chakra activations, I'm activating, I think it's around 29. And so as we move on this process, more come on. We start feeling, well, for me, I started feeling other sensations in other places. And whenever I looked this up, I found out about a new chakra. And so there are chakras that start to activate as we move into 4D, and kind of like lower 4D, then mid 4D, then upper 4D. And it's going to continue on as we go. But a great starting place is with the main 7 ones, physical ones, and then branching out from there. And so, yeah, this is what I have been guided to share about today. And it's, the more you work on these chakras, the more energy you will hold, and the easier everything will get. And it'll become clearer and clearer. Everything, you're like, what is best to do. Another thing that came up today was how the more energy we have, that just so clear when we're in our flow or not. It's so easy to know, oh, I'm in my flow, or we gotta make an adjustment to get into the flow. So this is very helpful. And also, of course, the more energy we have, the higher vibration we have, everything just is more to our liking, more to our preferences. Yet to get there, we have to let go of all this stuff that we piled on that wasn't us. And if you are looking for someone to help you with your chakras or a particular chakra, I know for me, when I was on my journey, I was guided to get help from different mentors at different times for different chakras. And so we all have a part to play. That's why there's so many of us. We each have different things that we can help each other with. And so one thing that I am very versed at is chakras and working with energy and helping you actually clear any beliefs and programs that may be hampering the ability of the chakra to hold the optimal amount of energy. And when you think about it, like, all fear is like losing energy. Whenever we have fear of any type, it's always an energy loss for the system. And so it's when we let go of those fears, our system can operate naturally. And it's more like this, a toroid around our body. But I would love to help out with that. And on my website, there's more information if you'd like to work with me. And yeah, I'd also thought it would be cool if you could let me know in the comments, if you'd like, the first chakra that you felt activated. And I just thought that would be neat to see what different people their first chakra was. And with that, I will say thank you so much for checking this out and send you much love on your journey today. Bye bye.